What's up, y'all? I'm Ty.
I'm Q.
Forever together.
And always getting better.
Welcome back to our channel, you guys. This video is going to be about getting to know Quincy and myself. We haven't made a welcome video yet.
Yeah, so I think it's a good opportunity for you all to get to know us and just see how we got to where we are at, because like we just kind of just jumped into it. So
yeah, we did kind of jump into it. When I first started this YouTube, it was for my business back in 2020, and then I found out that I was pregnant, and then it was about my birthing vlogs. Now that we're vlogging together as a family, we just wanted to introduce you guys, especially now that we're getting more and more subscribers. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. This means everything to us. We enjoy sharing our lives with you guys.
Yeah, so let's get to it. So y'all, we got some questions that we looked up ourselves because we're just getting started here, so we don't have the following yet to have y'all send us any questions. Eventually we will. We're gonna answer them over some drinks and just see how this goes. It's our first time doing something like this.
Honestly, we're still a little bit nervous in front of the camera, so please don't mind us. We are not professionals.
Not at all.
Well, honestly, we just got a professional camera. We're just learning how to use it. So we're just hopping into this. So this is cool to start off fresh and just share with you guys our actual journey and what it's like to be YouTubers. So
yeah.
I have a couple of questions on my phone that I wrote down. Want to get a drink?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. So the first question is, who are we?
You wanna start?
I'll start off with myself, you guys. So my name is Ty, and I am 27 years old. I'm a Capricorn. I love to dance. I love jazz, ballet, lyrical, tap, contemporary. Those are my things. So You Think You Can Dance is my thing, you guys. I'm actually going to start posting more dance vlogs as we go along. Gosh, I plan all kinds of events. So that is what I do. And I'm also a stay-at-home mom to my two babies. I have a 1-year-old and a 2-year-old. Well, almost 2-year-old. She's not 2 years old yet.
Alright, so let me dive into me. I'm Quincy. Everybody who knows me personally probably knows me as Q. Right now, I'm a pest control technician, but I'm 28 years old. My birthday's in December. I'm a Sagittarius. Very free-going, go with the flow type person. I am positive. I kind of like reek positivity. I don't like a lot of negative space. Pretty outgoing. I don't mind talking to anybody, asking anybody any question, or really solving my curiosity. So that's me pretty much in a nutshell. I read all the time and I work all the time. That's cute.
Love it. Next question is, tell us the story about how we met.
I think I could do that.
Okay.
So we actually met via my little sister, Nyla. She went to this performing arts school called NSAA in Arizona. The Ty, who's obviously a couple years older than her, Nyla, ran around with some older friends, and she had actually told me that one of her other friends wanted to talk to me. And so I went to her school, trying to talk to one of her friends, and that was the first time I had saw Ty, because I wasn't actually trying to talk to her.
Yeah,
at the
it wasn't
time.
about us at the time.
Yeah, so it was a whole nother thing. And yeah, that was the first time that I met her, I would have to say. And it wasn't even like a real...
It wasn't even a real me. It was like he pulled up to pick up his sister in his first car that he ever got. And I only know this story because I heard about it. But it was your first car that he ever got. He came to pick up his sister.
Yeah.
Thought he was so cool in his car and with his little friends inside. And I was just like...
And they thought I was cool too.
I honestly had so much going on that Loki didn't even remember.
Her, you know...
I had my own things
going on. My
sister
had a whole bunch of groupie friends.
Yeah, see, my thing, I had my own thing going on. I wasn't none of that, so. But yeah, that's pretty much how we met. And that was back in what year?
2010.
2010, but we didn't officially get together until August of 2011.
Yeah.
Yes, so that is when we officially got together.
Yeah,
he used to walk me to all my classes in high school. I went to McClintock High School in my sophomore year.
She came
which
to
is
my
in
school.
Arizona. Yeah. And it was my first time at a public school, just being, you know, around a lot of people. NSAA was a small school. We had like 300 kids. I mean, maybe more, but really it was a small school. So
Yeah.
coming from that to a public school like McClintock was crazy to me. And I was a dancer, so I was really, really good. I made the dance company my sophomore year, and apparently that wasn't really heard of at McClintock. So I came off kicking at McClintock, and
Yeah.
Quincy was a part of the football team. He was, you know, varsity.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we had a really good dancer and a really good football player that just...
And see, the thing is, though, she started hanging out with my sister via another friend of my sister's. And so she'd come by a couple times, and
Yeah.
I started peeping a little bit and hit her. Matter of fact, even before all that, I got invited to a pool party.
Yeah. I threw a pool party right before I went to McClintock.
Yeah.
And I invited him and his friends and Nyla and all of them. And so that's when I think interest started to happen there.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. We started talking like we got each other's number.
Once again, I was talking to one of her friends, and
Yeah, like honestly, it was my best friend too. It was my best friend. So
funny.
at the time, I was not thinking about you like at all, even then. So I'm like, you're here for my friend. So
Yeah.
it took a while to actually talk.
It did. It was a slow burn, you know. And then she came to my school. Freshman year, she was a little bean sprout. You know what I'm saying? So when I saw her with my little sister the first time, she, you know,
He
she
basically
was like a
said he
youngin'.
wasn't interested in me,
Like
and I
youngin'.
looked like I was still low-key growing up, maturing basically.
Yeah, like a middle school, like a little
He
bitch.
done got himself a dime piece. Period.
And then by the time she was in high school, she was a baddie. I was like, well, she was in high school then, but the time sophomore year came around, she was dancing. I guess that year, freshman year, dancing and turned her up a little bit. I don't know, but it was a whole nother feel. So
Yeah, that's
I had to get
basically-
after it. I snatched her up the first week of school.
Yeah, that's basically how we met, you guys. First impression of each other.
Let me
You wanna?
see what these questions got going here. What do we do on our first date?
Oh my
You want
gosh!
to tell this?
Let me tell this one. Okay, I will never, ever, 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 ever forget our first date, you guys. So it was around his birth. I think no, it was on his
Wait,
birthday.
before this, let's give a brief preface to all this.
Okay.
We had been boyfriend and girlfriends for months by this time, but we was high school kids. Missed everything. Just long story short, wasn't a lot of dating during the high school year, so
Yeah.
so we hadn't been on like any official dates and all that time, but we had already been together for a while. So let's go.
Yeah. So we've been together for a while, and so it was his birthday, December 17th, and we decided we were going to go to an ice skating rink. I remember the ice skating rink, and when we were there, we had fun, everything was great, and then all of a sudden, Quincy's like, I got to go to the bathroom, and I'm like, all right. So, you know, I go, and I'm sitting, waiting by a bench, low-key looking like a loner, waiting for my boyfriend to come out of the bathroom. He is taking forever. Like, forever. To the point where, like, you would be so blasted, like, on the internet if you did that to, like, anybody else, like, in this day and time.
Spent 30 minutes in the bathroom.
He spent 30 minutes in the bathroom. I'm sitting there. I'm low-key looking around. Mind you, this is fresh in our relationship still, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to, like, you know.
Did he diss me?
No, I'm just like, is he really taking a poop? Like, our first date. He came out the bathroom like 30 minutes later, you guys. I'll never forget. Like, that was our first. And what's funny about this story is, like, still to this day, like, he's a pooper. Like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But, like, he, like, is a sit in the bathroom type of guy. And I just think that's funny because that was our first date, and it just drags on in our relationship. That was honest. That's what it was.
Hey, your bathroom is your sanctuary.
Not at the skating rink though.
And the skating rink, I think we did go out to eat. She probably picked some suspect. Didn't sit right with me.
I don't even remember.
But you know what? Let me tell y'all a story real quick. This side note. My great-grandfather courted my great-grandmother with a possum and said if she can't handle the possum, then she can't handle the steak. So she was thinking if she can't handle the shitter, I'm just playing.
No,
if she
like,
can't handle the toilet,
I'm
you know
not
what
getting
saying?
jiggy with this story. I'm not feeling sentimental. I don't even think I'm feeling anything. Let's just go on to the next question. The next one.
What did our families think about our new boyfriend and girlfriend when we first got them? I can start. Okay, so I can't say what my mom thought when I first got her as a girlfriend, because when I was in high school, my mom worked nights, or days, but it was 12-hour shifts. So she didn't have a lot of interactions with Ty, so she didn't really get a real impression of what Ty was, and my mom wasn't really in my business like that. But when we were young adults dating, I guess we could say, and when they got to have an impression of Ty, Mama thought she was crazy.
Yeah, you guys.
She thought she was crazy.
I want to just say we've been through some things.
But I will tell y'all, at one point in
crazy.
time, she had to tell her people that she gonna have to get along with Ty because he gonna marry that girl one day.
Yeah.
It happened.
And it happened, y'all. We're married. We got married October 9th, 2021. So it's been a couple of years now since we've been married.
No, not quite.
Oh, not quite. It's
Not
almost
quite.
been a couple of years since we've been married.
Almost there.
So,
Well,
I love you, baby.
You too. What your mom think? What your people think?
Well, let's see, from the beginning. So, first off, my mom was like, she's dating. Pretty sure, like, she was going through her head, what are the things we could do to prevent her from having a baby, making sure that she's protected. Like, this is honest. This is probably the first thing going on in a parent's head. Like, my kid is seeing
true.
a boy. Yeah. So, she put me on birth control, like, ASAP. We weren't even having sex. We weren't. And so, she put me on birth control as soon as possible. That was, like, my mom's first reaction. Quincy smoked a lot of weed. He smoked a lot of weed back in high school. And so, I would come home sometimes smelling like it. And at the time, I didn't, smoke weed back then. And so, I would come home smelling like a lot of weed. And my dad would be like, what the... like, going off, like, telling my mom, like, this is not okay. You know what I mean? Like, the whole shebang. So, they were at first kind of like, he's a bad influence. Who is this guy? They never really got to meet him. So that was like the first impression. So it took a second, but it didn't take a lot for them to, for everything to warm up and everything to be good. Like,
they thought I was some degenerate stoner who was finna corrupt their daughter.
She's coming home smelling like a weed. Like, calm down. But I was smart, I can make decisions on my own, and we're still together
somehow we made it through
10 years later, 11 years later. So
what makes you feel the most alive? You go ahead and start with that one. What makes you feel the most alive?
right now what's making me feel most alive is nature, to be honest. Just the trees, and we moved from Arizona to Oregon, so I am in awe about nature right now. It's about to be fall, so the trees are starting to change color. I'm just into all of that stuff. I'm also a Capricorn, so I'm an earth baby, and I'm very grounded to those kind of things, to nature, to when I go to the beach, just taking walks. I'm just very in tune to, like Quincy will tell you, I will literally stop the car when I see something that's just like so eye-catching. It could be a tree, you know what I mean? So it's just
sometimes it's very extra, but she enjoys herself.
Yeah, that's just the, I enjoy those things in life.
Her enjoying herself.
Yeah, so right now that's the thing that's, something that keeps me.
I guess for me, what makes me feel most alive right now, for me, I guess that's a layered question, because right now in my life, what makes me feel most alive is the women in my life. I got my wife and my two daughters, and they like all the motivation in the world. I feel like I have a big responsibility and a duty and an obligation to not only provide but protect and give experiences, and so like that's what's giving me juice, it's giving me life. Also watching them like learn and grow and come up and see things, just little things, watching them problem solve and figure out little things. It's just like, or seeing a little Zari walk around looking like mini Ty, and personality and look wise, it's just aura, it's just all that. I'm into my family, and so like one of my things growing up, because I didn't have my father in my life, was like, I'm gonna make me a family, I'm gonna have mine, and I'm gonna be there, and I'm just gonna give all that love and all that. So like right now, I'm living one of my dreams. So it's life for me. Questions tonight.
Just a couple more questions, and then next time we'll leave it up to you guys to leave the questions, and yeah, just go from there. Who apologizes first after a fight? That's easy.
Y'all should already know. And if nobody even have to, like, you can probably look at us and just see from the videos.
Oh, please.
And tell who apologized first.
He apologizes
who has
first.
more sense?
Okay, no, that wasn't the question. It was who apologizes first. He apologizes first, but that has nothing to do with sense. No. No, he tried to play me right now, y'all. Like, it's Team Ty over here. I don't know about this Team Q. It's not working for him. Yeah, it's usually him.
I
so
do know
we can just move on to the next question.
Peace in my life.
Who throws the most temper tantrums?
Well, if I apologize first, then you should assume who throws the most temper tantrums.
I wouldn't call it a temper tantrum.
I would.
Whatever. Okay, how many times did you and your partner make up and break up? And you guys, we've been together forever, and we were high school sweethearts. So
I actually moved back to Arkansas.
He moved back to Arkansas
the first year of our relationship.
The first semester of high school in our relationship, at the end of the semester.
Yeah,
And so that was like...
And then I spent about a year and a half in Arkansas, finishing high school in Arkansas, before I moved back to Arizona and ended any relationship that she thought she could have out there.
Like a long distance, and that's just like...
Yeah.
So, no, it's just, so there was a lot of, there was some off and ons.
How many, but like official ones? Like where it was like actual time apart?
If we were apart, it's because we were forced to be apart. Because anytime we were together and we were living in the same state, we were together.
Pretty much, yeah.
So let's just say that.
Twice.
So the long distance thing caused us to go off and on a lot. I mean, we were young. It is what it is. That's the answer.
Yeah. What annoys you the most about your partner? Let's ask a real question. What's up? What annoys you the most?
You go first, since you sound so happy, like you just know your answer. You sound like he just knows his answer.
Nah, I just figured that it's a challenging, well, not challenging question. It's not very challenging, but it's a, exposing question. So it's like, hey, what annoys you the most about your partner? I can leave.
Okay.
Your inability to listen when you're frustrated.
I can see that. I can see being really frustrated and just like really going in. I'm definitely working on it, but I can see it.
It's not about going in. It's the inability to listen. It's like logic and reason. I think that's all women, but let me take that back. I think that's all women.
Take it back. See, Team Ty, comment below. Like, he's just trying to go in on us, and I just...
But it's like logic and reason go out the window. I'm frustrated, and that's all that matters. But, I have some... I've been walking a tightrope for years now.
Oh, my gosh. Stop playing.
Just playing.
Yeah, walking a tightrope. Okay. I would say Quincy's, like, has a stomach issue, and he's always, like, in the bathroom. And so that annoys me because I'm like, come be with me. Don't be in the bathroom, like on your phone. And so, yeah, that's probably the one thing that annoys me. It's crazy because I actually heard a lot of guys are like that. A lot of guys, like, go to the pooper and take their phone and they be there forever. And I honestly don't even think y'all be pooping. I think you just be scrolling down your timeline. I'm not even kidding. Like,
you know,
the amount of time that you spend in there throughout the day is suspect.
It's not that much time.
I'm just kidding.
I feel like that anytime that you have this goes for guys, and especially guys who've been in any relationship for a good amount of time. Anytime that you have free time or relaxation time or time to yourself, you time, and you're out and about, and you can be seen having that free time and that you time, it is bound to be interrupted with a request. And so the only way to avoid getting requests during your free time is to not be seen. That's part of it. So I think it also causes stomach issues.
I'm learning just like you guys are learning right now.
I think it adds to stomach issues.
I just think he added that on the end so it can just sound a little bit better.
So, listen, women out there, your constant request from men during their free time is causing stomach pains.
Wow. What about the labor pains and the stomach pains that we go through to have babies and do all this stuff for men?
It's going to happen maybe 1 year out your life, 2
oh
years
my
out your
gosh.
life.
Some people are pregnant every year out of their life.
Yeah, that's not you.
Just
because
whatever.
you should let your man relax.
I do let him relax. It's just like, how time do you need to spend on the pooper?
It's like I'm laying down in the bed.
No,
I
but
just
wait.
lay down. She look over there. He's like, he's comfortable.
No, wait. But when I go to the bathroom, then it's like, what are you doing?
No.
The kids are in there.
No.
They're climbing on the table.
No.
Yes.
Ty likes to wait. As soon as I get home, she be like, "Here, have them."
No, I do not pass them over. I mean, at first, yes, but then I realized, okay, he's just coming home from a long day. I know I've had the kids all day. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I'm trying not to when he gets home just pass him over. But
she took a nap during the day. She took a nap, whole nap.
All I know is, before we really get into this.
No, I'm just playing. No. She works hard. The girls are a lot. They are a lot. My babies, they move around. They both are mobile. The second one is fast, and she busy, and she wants to be in everything that Zara is into.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's very rewarding. I love it. I love it so much.
I respect it. I feel blessed to be able to work and handle things, and her to be able to stay home and be here at this point in time in our lives, because I just think about it like that wasn't my mom's life. That wasn't her mom's life. And I do think it's a man's duty to provide and protect, and I feel like we lost that along the way a lot, especially amongst our community. What it is to what our duty is and what we should be doing. And so, like, I'm here to serve as an example. All right, so we got last question. Let's ask the opposite. What do I love about our partner the most? What I love about her the most? What does she love about me the most? What I love about her most is the exact opposite of me. We align in goals and wants and needs, but she compliments me for everywhere I'm free going and go with the flow. She's like, get in line. You gotta focus on this. This is something that needs to be important. I'm down or whatever it is. It's a build up, and it's a different way of looking at things. I love how she's so different from me, but she works with me in my life. The things that I don't think about, she thinks about, and vice versa. Like, I feel like I compliment her in that way. So I feel like I like being useful in that way as well. Like, I feel like when she needs to calm down, I am that source of peace. So that having that relationship is what I like the most about us, about her.
I love you, baby. Okay, so what I love most about Q is how he's probably the only person that can actually bring me back to reality, calm down. Like he said, we're opposites, so a lot of the times I'm hyper focused on things, and I can't, it's hard for me to come off of it or get away from it. And so he, you know, steps in a lot and lets me know, you know, everything's gonna be all right, like calm down, just take it down a million notches, and just see different ways, you know, because it's really hard to just want things your way and not see it any other way. So he actually just brings me to also just the love and support that he gives on an everyday basis. It's not anything where I have to be so thirsty for, you know, these things, because he provides it on an everyday. Even though we have 2 babies and a lot goes on, being romantic and keeping the relationship spicy is important, and you know, we find ways to still do that even though we have a lot going on. So you know, just the respect, the support, the love, and the continuous growing together is something that keeps us going. And you know, there's many things that I love about Q, but that's definitely some highlights.
That and focusing on those things, good ways to make sure, you know, you marry your high school sweetheart, because that's what I did.
Yeah. We're just so happy, you know. We moved to Oregon from Arizona a couple of years ago. We've been out here on our own, and we got 2 under 2, so it's a lot. We don't have any time to have to ourselves. We don't get date nights. We don't get any of that. So we use YouTube as an outlet to just all be together and make family videos and just be involved.
And we're family people. Like, she got a big family back home, very, very, very,
very
family oriented. So like, it's hard being out here at that time. It's like, yes, we're happy. Yes, I'm enjoying my life. Yes, I'm glad that the opportunity's been provided, and the separation is nice, actually, to be able to focus and build my life and focus on my family. But that being said, it is very hard being away from family and not being able to even drop the girls off to grandma's house and be like, let's go have a date night, let's go do this, let's, even blogging and stuff, it's hard to do. The girls sometimes they don't want to cooperate, and they come first. So in the end of the day, it's very worth it. You know, you cherish the times that you can get together.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because, you know, in November, our family's actually coming to spend Thanksgiving with us, and this is the first year that they're all coming out. And
both sides.
Both sides, so we get to host Thanksgiving, so that's something that's going to be exciting. I just want to keep you guys in on our journey.
So, y'all, we're going to wrap this up. I think we've pretty much introduced ourselves and let you get a good idea about who we are and what we're about and how we came to be.
Yeah, next time I want you guys to actually be the ones who provide the questions. I know we don't have much of a you know, a follow base, but eventually we will. So I'm just gonna keep egging you guys on to ask us questions so that we can make more videos like this.
Feel free to participate.
This was fun.
We want, you know, you to participate. We like comments, the likes, the shares, the love. However you feel, even if you just want to say hey, hit us up.
Thank you guys. Make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and
share to everybody you know.
Yeah, so bye you guys.
Yep. Have a good night.